Yes, BMX Bastards is finally out. Yes, so you may have noticed a very interesting addition is whiplashes. And they're kind of interesting because you hold down with the right trigger, then with the left it starts to whip, and as long as you keep it held down, you're basically in this state where the frame's swinging from left to right. And depending on when you release it, it completes the rotation. So you can basically leave yourself in that kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, it's not really a fork wheelie. Flatland wise it'd be like a fork wheelie or a steamroller or something where you're not touching the seat. I don't know what the street name for it is. But yeah. And combine this with like G-turns as well. You can maybe have some interesting flatland style combos and things. We'll maybe look into that a little bit. You have all your typical street tricks. Whoa. Street tricks as well. There's a bit of jank there still. It's an early access release. It's not a full version of the game, just in case you were wondering. But still, it is a nice new addition, and it does play pretty well. And from what I know, this has been worked on for 11 months at this point. When you open the game up, it says it's been in development for 11 months. So I'm sure some people will hate on it a little bit. But considering the time put into it, it's feeling pretty good. Like, you know, BMX Streets has been in development for 6 years, I guess. More, right? 7, 8? Who knows at this point? So this is like a 6th, a 7th of the dev time. It's already doing some interesting things. It's got whiplashes, which we've never seen anywhere else either. So that's always a win for me. Especially on park stuff like this, I do find it works pretty well. The flips are interesting. You kind of release. You hold where you want it to go on the left stick. And then when you release, when you jump, it kind of completes it for you. So for this, I'm not touching anything and it's doing a completed front flip. Same for a back flip. Let go. It kind of does it for you. Flares, you just need to do the turning. So you can do like 360 flips. It's a bit like the current Streets version, not like the Mashbox most up-to-date way. So I'm not sure what some people will think of it. It's kind of a love-hate thing for a lot of people. I don't really mind it. I'm not really one to do these sort of tricks that much anyway. But as you can tell, and considering it is early access, it's not that bad, right? Definitely feeling quite nice. Be nice to get a bit more speed out of this. If you want to get out of transition, use the right trigger. So if I come up to this, yeah, he flies out. Do actually need to like figure out what all the different tricks are. I mostly just stick with bar spins and tail whips, like I guess everybody does. Another thing is you turn with the left stick, like you do pretty much any game. If you use the right stick in the same direction, it kind of speeds up the rotation, which is also nice. Yeah, I really like the whiplashes. That's a nice little touch. Kind of unique, because I don't think MASH will be implementing them. And you start with 3 maps. This is the main city, which is currently a work in progress, but you get a few different parks. So there was that last one. There's also a more street-orientated park. Some of the grind stuff I do find can be a bit temperamental. Definitely transition is the better side of things right now. because it does seem to stick pretty well. Now you're not going to have too much problem getting tricks. Oh, we got tables as well. It's also pretty unique with the right stick. If you hold it down or hold it up, you do feebles and smiths. So fully held down up, you're doing a smith. If we fully hold the right stick down, he'll do a feeble. If you semi-hold it down, like you're doing a manual, then that's how you do ice picks and toothpicks. It's usually the other way, but, well, I guess it's basically just BMX Streets. We semi-hold it down. Yeah, I guess because you need to balance it, that's the idea behind that. Also for G-turns, you're half holding the stick up here to do the nose manual. If you move it up fully, and it kind of activates the G-turn, you kind of need to finesse it yourself to make it look good, otherwise it just looks very sudden and jank. So there's a little bit of a delay when it happens. It's not like an instant thing, but it does make it look a little bit more natural. Can we get up this? I doubt it. Nope. The other thing I was having fun with was just trying like little flatland combos. Like if you do an inwards hang 5, G-turn it, then let the frame whip around. It's got like a nice natural flow to it. It reminds me of a Japanese rider. I don't think he did it from a hang 5 though. He had this like 360 whip thing. I wonder if you'd be able to do it actually. It was something like that, except he kicked from the tyre, or maybe it was the other direction. I'll try and find a clip of it to show you what I mean. It was a cool trick, and I've never seen anybody do it since. It's from like 20 years ago or something. Oh, we've got a curved rail as well. I'm curious how the game handles curved rails, because the crown system is a little bit... It feels very fixed right now, especially if you've been playing Mashbox. Okay, we're doing a whole load of weird stuff right now. Yeah, you don't really need to balance or anything, you just goes through the motions for you. Wall rides also seem to work. Thank God. See if we can get a whip off. Yeah. Obviously some of the like transition between tricks and things like that could be smoothed out a tiny bit. But again, I'm not going to blame it too much. Consider it a work in progress. Oh God. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last video I made of BMX Bastards. It was quite a while ago at this point. Little combo. It's just got an overall chill vibe. It's very relaxing. I kind of like it. Again, people are going to maybe hate on the game just because it's not BMX Streets and it looks pretty basic in comparison. But like I've said before, the more of these games we have, the better. I'd rather support all of them, and I hope we have as many as possible, all with their own unique twists. rather than just having a single game and having people divided. Like, you know, the whole session Skater XL thing where it's like you're only allowed to like one or the other and everybody fights with each other. I always found that really ridiculous. Like, who cares? There's no winning side. Everybody wins if we have lots of games that everybody likes. So same for this as well. I'm saying that, people are going to hate on it anyway, which is fair enough. One thing I noticed actually is with gameplay, there is a grind assist. So I may turn that off and see what happens. I wonder if it'll even let you grind at all. Steering speed, spinning speed, gravity, jump, preload. So there are a few options in there as well to adjust if you don't like the way any of it works. So that's kind of nice. There's also 2 spin types. I think I'm okay with fixed. Load sounds a bit like you preload it. And it's hard to adjust. I don't really like that sort of thing. Well, the grinds still seem to work. I wonder what the difference is. I wonder if it's just how far it goes to lock you in, maybe? It doesn't feel fully manual, at least. Maybe even more manual than before? Maybe ask the dev. There's a Discord server for the game as well, if you want to give feedback. But maybe we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. You guys can also walk around as well, which is nice. So we can get to the top of this and maybe see if there's some interesting little lines we can do. Sweet. Oh. Unexpected. Trying a different gap, but I'll take it. Ridiculous, I know. But hey, it's a gap. One complaint is getting out of fakie. You'll notice it's not really 180 degrees, it's always a bit more. So it kind of kills your momentum. It'd be nice if there was a... I guess you can hop out. Having another way to get out without it killing your speed or your angle would be nice. Huh. Dope. I'm probably going to get a lot of my fun out of things like that. Yeah, there's so many crazy combinations you could do. But hopefully he keeps going in deeper with those sort of tricks. Yeah, infinite combinations. With that, I think we've covered everything we need to so far. Just wanted to let people know that it was out, because the dev is pretty low-key when it comes to releases and updates and saying much about it. Oh, I should also say he gave me a version of this in advance, like a few weeks ago, just to test out. So thank you very much for that. And it's kind of changed a little bit since. He fleshed out the map a lot more. It was still in a kind of early state, but it did give me a little chance to play around with this, which is very much appreciated. Yeah, it's out. I'm not sure what the price is. I don't think it's too much, but at the same time, it is very bare bones, so I wouldn't expect too much out of it right now. I will keep covering any updates as they come out, so you can maybe jump on when you feel like it's in a position for you to enjoy. You got this, Mashbox, BMX Streets is on hold. The Street, what's its name again? I've forgotten. Street Dog, that will be coming out at some point as well. So that's 3 BMX games. Who knows if anything else comes along in the meantime. Pretty good all around though. Anyway, enough talk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.